I love you. No homo. Speak.
Okay, maybe now it will work? Maybe.
Time at Spa, one of the mightiest tracks on the Formula One calendar. Long straights, up and downhill, Eau Rouge as well. This track isn't for the faint-hearted.
So, could be a tasty one today then, Ants. We've got all the ingredients, that's for sure. Treacherous conditions, an ever-changing racetrack, and one or two cars just behind the pace-setters who maybe, just maybe, fancy a bit of an upset after a good performance from them in free practice.
And the question has to be, of course, what is that circuit going to look like in 10 to 15 minutes from now? If you think the rain's going to get worse, then you have to be straight out when the lights go green to find whatever grip you can. But if it eases off, then you're better off waiting, saving the tyres, and going out at the perfect moment. The other thing that comes with these conditions? Traffic, and the lack of visibility that comes from sitting in the spray. It's going to be a constant problem, and I expect to see a lot of frustrated drivers with ruined laps out there today.
Ha 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 ha.
We don't need to push too hard in this session. We should have the pace to qualify easily.
So yeah, apparently the internet connection quality is not good enough to live stream, but it's still up apparently. That's a very nice scam. I'll go with 6kg because of how sketch that is. No, I'm just gonna go out now, and if it...
The radar's showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
It will go out at the end of the session on a set of softs. But for now, we'll just go out on a very nice set of the intermediates, because if it does not get dry enough at the end for an actual competitive dry lap time, then, and if we just try that, then we might be out. And considering what happened last time in Hungary, considering this is probably the best chance to win because it's Ferrari won last season in an underdeveloped McLaren, then this is clearly my best chance to do well. And considering lap times are 12, 13 seconds off of dry pace.
I hope you enjoy this rap.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we're gonna go deep in turn 1 because it's me. But, was it doing sub 32 in the first sector in the wet? You can do sub 30s in the first sector in the dry. Sub 32s in the wet. That is something I've never heard of until this now. There's no DRS. So he's got to be pushing everywhere. As I say that, I almost go sub 32 in the first sector. So, but just taking out usually more consistently or better.
Emoji sweat droplets, emoji sweat droplets, emoji sweat droplets, emoji droplet, emoji droplet, emoji droplet.
Okay, just okay, whoever did that, you're not something else. That's just annoying. See, ever since I started playing on the wheel, it plays a lot different. So last time we came here in career mode, it was on a pad. So not much pace doing those so far. It's wet, and that's why you need all the downforce of water car lands. But we're gonna make it all up through one. And it tells us to brake through there, but you can take it flat. As I just proved with 3-6 springs. We're up to the line 1.4 pole right now. That is really scary. I really am not trusting this right now. No, the dry delta's not coming down. If the dry delta starts coming down, then I'm gonna risk it. Yeah, okay, the dry delta's coming down, so yeah, there's gonna be just enough time at the end of the session, I'm saying, for one flyer on the dries, and the longer I wait before the lights, the more chance I have of making it through on this lap. So the longer we wait, the more the track grips up, so yeah, we just gotta wait until the last second. Like right now, my initial lap is definitely not getting me through. I'm just lucky it dried out. Yeah, I think there's only like 6 people behind me that can actually set a lap time, but I don't think they have cars with pace, so I think, yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, if Gasly can get pole, well, fastest in Q1, then I can get fastest in Q1 as well. So yeah, Alvarouge is good. He's got this thing easier this time, because we're not going to understiff in the rain, and there's also DRS, let me demonstrate after 10 seconds. Sub 30 in the first sector, that's what you call McLaren over here. So yeah, if I hadn't gone out at the end of the session, like all the AI did, then, you know, we probably would be dead if I hadn't come out there, we'd sunk it back. But then again, I would just take every single engine in one, just take a grip penalty for that component, or just take a grip penalty for it. But obviously, I've actually not played this game since the last video was uploaded. I've been playing F1 2015, which is very different for real,
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, or that's qualifying over for us.
So yeah, we've set 2 purple sectors so far. I think this might be a 3rd purple sector, yeah. All of our sectors switch for purple. I just proves we do have the pace in the dry, but in the wet, I'm more likely to end up at the back of the grid. Just because of how my driving's not supreme. And as you can see, 2 seconds up, so that, I don't think that was actually better than what I did in practice 3, but that is because the track is not at good track conditions because it was just raining. Only one Williams made it onto the front page, and Kubica is out, even though Williams are now actually supposed to be good here. I'm guessing that's just, maybe Williams, although they're supposed to be good, I'm guessing they're lacking in one area of the car. I'm not sure what area, but they have to be lacking if that's the case. So right now, my predictions for Q3 would be both Haas, both Mercedes, both Red Bull, both Ferrari. And I'm saying Russell will be P15. I'm just saying it's going to be a 2x2 grid right now, because what I'm seeing right now is this is a very car-dependent track. The AI themselves are not making a big enough difference to really alter that. But obviously this is only Q1, so everything can change in a blink of an eye. Considering that factor. So let's move on to Q2, and hopefully I'm not out. Although it's supposed to be dry for the rest of the weekend, so as long as everything goes our way, we should be good. As long as there's no surprise, like, I don't know, safety car. I'm joking. It's quality, there literally can't be safety cars. But as long as nothing stupid happens, we're basically guaranteed to get through, so I'm just happy for that. So yeah. So medium tires are only 6/10 of 50. Make sure about that. Because the middle sector should make it like way worse to run the mediums. Not way worse, like completely worse. But obviously, I'm not Cody's. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. So just because I follow the rules and move out of the way of, oh, never mind. I should have stayed in the way then. Yeah, as you can see, I definitely respect the old F2 rival of Devon, but you know, he's not a nice person. And just, if we just look at split times, if he's on a flyer, no he's not. So I moved out the way for nothing. Simply lovely. Great. By Jay. But yeah. So yeah, on some tracks I'm actually faster with traction control turned off than on. So some tracks I might actually start turning off traction control. Obviously that would only be for quali in the race, I'll turn it back on. Whereas in the race I'll be able to consistently good to remember it's off. But in quali on some tracks it's actually faster for me. If we set a sub 30 for the first sector. But again, using max film actually that's not that hard to do. In rich that's pretty hard to do because you don't have that extra speed down the camel straight. That was at a 45, still slower than what I set in the Q1. So there's Kevin Magnussen barely goes faster than what I did in Q1. Which was on a dying track as we half spin it. Go try and keep on going. I doubt we'll amount to much. If we can't do anything, I'll back off in the third sector and go again on the same set of mediums. I know it's very stupid what I'm trying here. Yeah, no way in hell. We back off in the third sector. Try and give the race behind the toe. Give Perez a toe. And move out of his way. And use the rear end. Yeah, I'm doing the good man things. I'm letting Sergio get a toe, which helps with lap time. So for all of you guys who are doing Christmas, because hey, I'm not going to judge. You might be doing Hanukkah. What do you want this year? That is the big question. What do you want from the big man? 53.
Charles is sitting in pole. He's in pole position.
Oh, forgetting that Charles here and not a Ferrari, so I'm sure his name was like Ferrari F8. Subconsciously it's been a while since I've done this, so it's weird to see his name apparently not Ferrari.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
I'm not pushing too hard for any of these corners because I have to use this compound in the race tomorrow. Really, if I push too hard, it's just going to ruin them. I'm using lean here just to make sure I don't run out of fuel on this lap. run out of fuel on this flyer, then that's it. I gotta go out again and probably not sauce if I do this wrong. Yeah, even though I'm only 5 seconds up, that's because I lose so much time here. So let this go ahead of us through. He's kind of giving us a tow, I would like to think. As if he can get P4, I can definitely get higher up on this grid, so let's go. P7. 6 tenths off, and that's not even very well. So that's really a shock. It's subconsciously scaring me right now. Because right now I don't feel like I have enough speed to really...
Our best lap so far is a
Jeff.
1:44.3.
Jeffrey, what have you done? Just in case we gotta do this. And considering our gap to safety is not much. I'm gonna stick it out if I have to start the race. If I don't make it through to Q3, I'm just gonna take grid penalties. Yeah, fairs. So that really changes the outlook of Q3. I don't really care though. I'm just gonna take grid penalties.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Is she special?
You won't be starting at the front of the pack. Are you worried?
It's fine.
The weather hasn't been ideal in qualifying.
Haha, Sportsman.
Well, thanks anyway.
Shut up, Claire. You weren't even watching the... She says it's a great performance. Like, was she even watching quali? Seriously, I'm 3rd best car on the grid, 4th best, and we qualified P11. When our car is the pace for pole, I have the pace for a race win. Really? Really, Claire? It's Claire. She is a bit special, so I gotta give her a bit of a leeway, but seriously? That is just some new level of special. But yeah, we only need 1 more point, so in the race we'll probably beat Charles, unless something crazy happens.
Bad luck in qualifying. That's not exactly ideal. But there's no points for Saturday. Keep a cool head and make up for it in the race.
It's calm, and we'll just start from the back of the grid. Yeah, so if we just check what Williams are lacking in, aero is not their best, chassis their 2nd best, and engine they're not too good either. So really all they have is chassis at Williams. All we have here is not chassis. For Italy, clearly we can't get this, but it will help to get it all through Italy just for Brazil and stuff. Basically every single track on this calendar after Hungary I really enjoy, except from Singapore. So that's why this second half of the season, especially with our 17 out of 20, 22 on the engine side, considering we have max engine power, we're really gonna have a good time. Especially here, starting from last. Really lost the question mark. That's my least favourite thing to do, but when you're forced to do it, you gotta do it. Great. It's gonna go terribly for me, I can just tell. Doesn't take a genius to tell that I'm gonna do terribly.
Who doesn't love the Belgian Grand Prix? It's the race, of course, that gave maiden pole positions to the Jordan and Force India teams, with Rubens Barrichello and Giancarlo Fisichella respectively. Jordan, of course, would then go on to better that here in 1998 with their first ever victory. And you can guarantee that something special will always happen at Spa-Francorchamps. But what that something is today is anybody's guess. Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 metres of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. Alongside me to discuss all the action today is Anthony Davidson. Thanks for joining us, Ant, and tell me, you were down in the pit lane earlier. How do you think the track conditions are today?
Well, the surface looks clean enough, but I'm a little bit worried about the track temperature. It's pretty cool out there, which could give some teams difficulties when it comes to keeping their tyres in the right operating window. The cars out there that work their tyres hard and really put a lot of energy through them, they'll be the ones that are better off.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Devon Butler, and Gasly, Grosjean, Perez, Magnussen, and George Russell, Hülkenberg, Sainz, Lando Norris, and Kubica. Leclerc, Ricciardo, Lucas Faber, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, and Oldtimer. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, don't worry about making places into one, it's far too tight. Concentrate on a clean exit so you get good momentum down the Kemmel Straight. That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
Is it still emoji sweat droplets, emoji droplet?
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please. Charles ahead. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 1 lap old. We think they've got one more stop. Heat time last lap was a 1 minute 55.5. Race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available. Let's turn up the ERS deployment and burn some of this energy. Gap to teammate behind is 2.3 seconds. You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Okay, copy that. Okay, gap ahead is 4.8 seconds. Hamilton has the lead. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Charles is in the pits. We're leading our teammate by 14.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 20th. Has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre. approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs. Gap to teammate behind is 31.0 seconds. Okay, we need some energy harvesting. Reduce ERS deployment.
Touch that intake curb, you'll literally ask me to die at first. Yeah, I've had my mic near most of the race, so that's been really fun. I'll just let you guys watch the driving. But as you can see, even continuously keeping the ERS rate up in the first and third sector and using none in the middle that way, I don't have to really do much ERS harvesting, as in the middle sector you don't gain much out of having high ERS rates.
Pit window open. Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
See, and now for the whole of this lap, just use none. Really, this race has just been a long, drawn-out grind, and it's somehow faster than Hamilton still, even though
We're
the
increasing our
dead.
gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
But that 1 second a lap thing, that's gone now. Considering we're not going to be able to push the car much longer because of how we've done this.
We're leading our teammate by 34.3 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 12th. The time last lap was a 1:48.5.
Yeah, Leclerc really is just not made up any space at all today in this race. Well, I really have. I've really just used the car straight on speed to disadvantage. We used every single brake horsepower which we get with the new engine. I've really just used the car to its potential, while Charles has been... If he's on a worn-out setup, if he's on a worn engine, I'll accept that. But if he's on a fresh engine for this race, I'll be disappointed. At the Temple of Speed, he'd better do better.
Box this lap, please.
Becky's. Just hate it. Just hate this track. I'm joking. It's That's how I made them win. And what more you want in an F1 career? You need to start somewhere. It's always with that first win. Without that first win, you don't go anywhere. So right now, I'm kind of hoping I come out like right behind Kevin Magnussen. Even though it says P4, that's what I'm hoping I come out right behind Kev. Because if I come out right behind Kev, then, well, let's just say I get DRS down Kennel, and that means I can fly past him easily. Everyone around us has got to be scared of us at this point. It's like proper threat to be reckoned with. Actually, I might come out in P3.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres
There
through
comes
to the end now.
Bottas and there's Verstappen. Yeah, that's us out in P3, really. So only the two Mercs to catch and overtake them now. Really more like overtake, because catching them should be easy considering the 361s. And the also just going to be so much easier now, considering the fact that I'm in fresh softs and not dead mediums. Also considering the fact that we have high front downforce, so I get to push the tyres less to do the same.
Increase ERS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge.
If I'm going to use mediums, just trying to do, this is not very smart. But really, I don't feel like I really have to push the car so much to keep pace with these guys ahead on this lap. I don't really feel like I'm pushing too much. I feel more like I'm protecting the tyres. I'll still probably end up setting a purple in the sector, because that's just how it works. When I'm not pushing, I go faster. When I am pushing, I end up going really slow. This is me just like not even trying to find another sector, and there's a purple, so imagine how fast I'll be going when I'm actually trying to set purples. And I'm just chucking the car into every single corner. You know, doing a Lewis at 2017 in Sao Paulo. Oh, yep. Yeah, let's not talk about him binning it in Sao Paulo in 2017. Well, let's not talk about how this is going to not be another purple sector, because I didn't use overtake down the back straight, so supposed to though. Yeah, we're gonna get DRS on Bottas, so hopefully, because this game isn't being special, we should get DRS on Bottas. So that way, after our lead, we'll have a chance to fly faster than Kevin. There we go. So this is something a long way back, but because of our engine power, compared to the Mercedes, we're just gonna fly around this outside. And we came from so far back, and we made the move on his Merc, and like,
Good job, nice overtake.
that doesn't even feel like it should work. But if we max out this car, the strength would not be straight line speed, considering that I don't have much straight line speed right now in this car, and we maxed out the engine side and done a lot of drag reduction. I feel like if we properly max this car out, I don't feel like straight line speed would be very nice. Yeah, we still have 2 more drag reduction upgrades in this car.
The gap to the car behind is 1.7 seconds.
I don't care, I've caught and overtake Bottas on the same lap, and they get 1.7 seconds. So, I don't really care. Bottas is not a threat. I'm the threat. The Mercedes chance in 1-2 at Belgium, well, it started 1-2. I started in the last one. I just had to make the aggressive strategy work. Push the car where it needs pushing, going simple on the car where it needs going simple. You know what? Just to be different, just to be annoying, go top, carry him for this whole lap. Sadly, no DRS this time in Lewis. So, you know, just back off. That's just like, I'll just say DRS in the middle sector. If they can get DRS, which means they've given a chance to attack Lewis. Seriously, I'm still shocked at how I was even able to catch up to Valtteri in that middle sector. I mean, down the middle sector. Not so that it just flew away from me. I'm surprised how I was able to attack Valkyrie straight considering how far back I was. I guess I was taken aback by the speed, so put off Hamilton's AI as it goes deep because he saw how we took that as the other's brake checks or something in that corner. That could have been half, if not all of our front end on, definitely all of our race win. But using Rich and Nunn, we really are just attacking Lewis. We had to lift off there. I decided to break just because. But we're gonna go for a move up the inside into bus stop. Lewis doesn't give us any space, so we're gonna try the switch back. No, we're just gonna try and hold the outside line as he just pushes us off the track. This is not how you treat your fellow countrymen, Lewis. This is not how us Brits should be racing. I'm joking a little bit. I'll put the British flag in the line. But us, quote unquote, Brits, should not be racing like we're enemies. Racing like guards of Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, bye Lewis. That's us up into the race lead. We set a 44 round as our fastest lap. Honestly, I feel like they need to scale the AI better for Belgium. Like last year, my issue with the AI was how slow they went through Pouhon. I feel like they still go really slowly through the middle sector. I'm not sure if it's Pouhon or what, but yeah, definitely Pouhon, considering how much time I've just gained almost with Pouhon. So maybe Pouhon is still there, fame of existence, while Pouhon is where I gain all my time in the middle sector. Maybe it's Pouhon and everywhere else will pretty much equal. Look how slowly they take Pouhon. And I was it seemed like I'm going so fast with him. I remember last season, I think it was Leclerc who was leading the race. I almost hit him off the rear through Pouhon. Look at how slow he was going. And now, you look at this. Coming along for almost another fastest lap.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
No, because I'm so bored, if anyone's still even here watching the stream, just chuck me a few questions, honestly. In the live chat, just chuck me a few questions and I'll just answer them. That's how bored I am at this point. Honestly, what could be more boring than just leading a race? Like, if there's a safety car on like this lap, I would probably just pit. Genuinely, I'd just pit just for the fun of it. Until fresh set of softs. Genuinely push the car. I'd keep it still in retros, although that would destroy the engine, just because I'm still over the fuel. And we still save fuel in the safety car, just not to the same degree as if we were running in the lead. Genuinely, I'd literally raise the front wing to probably 6, that way we had 6 wings. That way just through this middle sector, it would just feel like heaven. Everywhere else in the track was not that bad. Just leave it the middle factor, just do it the middle factor, and middle factor, and just be infected. Literally, this is what I love. I just go on random tangents when I'm leading and I have nothing better to do. This is like probably the best thing about me. Easy dubs at Belgium. Got our first win last season. Why not get
it should be a few laps at least before you start feeling too many tyre issues. They seem in good condition for the time being.
Germany doesn't count. That was just a lucky wet-to-go race. Just like how Max Verstappen won. I'm joking, that was complete skill from Max. I'm not even a Max Verstappen fan, but I'll admit he's one of the best drivers
behind
ever.
is 30.7 seconds.
He's so young, yet he's already in a Red Bull seat. He's the youngest race winner at this point in time. How complex this car works, just how it works. It's just raw straight line speed. Like, who cares about corners? What are corners? What do you mean straight line speed? That's how you make all the overtakes anyway. And that straight line speed to get close to your opponents. You can't make overtakes. And that's why a good race car rather than a good quali car is a car that has good fuel efficiency, good straight line speed, good ERS efficiency, and good tyre wear. Chassis and aero barely matter in the race. It's not just about that one lap pace. It's all about how well you can make them overtakes.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
This is really what engine power is for. But yeah, as our tyres start to fade, we start to see the guys behind me make a little round back to us. Not big enough to actually, you know, challenge us. But I'm not making any big gap like I was on the lap when I overtook Valtteri. This race is just being very easy. It's just being very easy, not complicated, very simple. That's what you would need in F1. And bringing McLaren back to former glory. Better than Ben and Aaron ever did. Oh, if anyone remembers that from 2013.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
So that's something that doesn't matter. If we were doing a 100% race, that would make a difference, but we're not.
This is your final lap of the race.
Genuinely, I'm just going to push the car to the limit on this lap. Don't care about the tyres, don't care about anything. Just care about trying to beat the lap. Trying to have good lap time. That's it really. First sector, 2.5 tenths down in the purple. Bottas is starting to lose pace to Hamilton.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
And now Bottas is on his 4. So maybe Bottas is on his last lap. Maybe that's just me trying to make it seem interesting because I'm just the lack of oversteer in this car. It's very nice to drive. Oh, yellow flag down by No Name. Let's check this out. Down by No Name. One of these two. No, it's actually not. Don't tell me it's Nico. Oh, actually Nico. This is what you get for double crossing McLaren. This is why, guys, you don't double cross the McLaren Ultras. I'm joking. So I don't double cross McLaren, otherwise you end up like Hulkenberg retiring on the last lap of the race. You end up with our seat in 2020. Oh, that's just deep. But and then you end up seatless in 2020. You know, I'm not sure how many points he was going to score in this race. If I checked on the steering wheels of everyone, P1, P2, P3, P4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he was scored 2 points. But that gives Leclerc 2 points. Get in there. Get in there, Lewis. Yeah, as you said, fastest lap on the last lap of the race.
Absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
Get in there, shut up.
What a fantastic Grand Prix that was, and an excellent win for McLaren. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I think the key here was just the quality of the racecraft, you know? I mean, how many overtakes did they make overall? I'm sure we have a stat person keeping score somewhere, and it was fantastic to watch, wasn't it? This is a strategic sport at the end of the day, but it's always really gratifying to see close-fought battles on track. It's what all the fans are after.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure, and no doubt they'll be celebrating tonight.
It has been a great race. Colton, last the first question mark.com.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I have to give it to
Max
Old
Verstappen.
Timer. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
So why wasn't Max Verstappen given driver of the day? This is actually a scam. Verstappen deserved driver of the day. Anyone who says he doesn't... No. Williams have more than 1 point. Alfa Romeo is the new Williams.com. I'm joking. Wow. That is a shot and a half. And 6/9. Yeah, how do I come from last to first in these races? It really does shock me how I'm able to even do that, but I'm not gonna complain about it. Anyone who complains about that
Great
is
work out there
special.
today. Let's have your thoughts.
Shut up, Claire.
It doesn't get much better than a win at this track, does it?
Yeah, it really doesn't, considering I've got 2 now.
Would you say that your rival is still on your level?
No. Well, I'm a prick.
Appreciate your time.
Shut up. Shut up, Claire. When it loads, when it finally loads, that's when we see everything. Oh. I'm joking. Yeah, we beat Leclerc. Although it really is just not with us.
Great work this weekend. It was fantastic to see you up on that podium. Looks like one of your rivals has also been invited to a historical event. This could be a good opportunity to play up your rivalry for the press and expand your reputation.
This rear downforce. The rear downforce is outside. Drag reduction's this side. This is only coming for Singapore. So I'm just saying, continue with the engine grind. This will come in for Russia, and by then we'll basically have no fuel issues, or do we just go with tyre wear? because we did feel the effects of tyre wear. No, because yeah, we've been playing up this, and like prices are 20% down at this point, so I should probably just do this side of the car. Do I go front downforce, Singapore? No drag reduction, because after Singapore, every single race on the calendar is going to be all about drag. So really, this was just the dream start to the championship for me. It's a dream start to the comeback in the championship. Not much more you could really want, and considering the contract value compared to my value, that's only going to increase after Italy. But what's round 16? If I had a brain, I'd be able to say. But yeah, at least have a thing to show who had the fastest lap. Hamilton had fastest lap and DNF, that's... wait, Perez had fastest lap at Monaco. Yeah, really, it's just been me, Lewis, Verstappen, who's had all the fastest laps, mainly me. In the earlier part of the season it was those guys, and then Perez got a lucky one at Monaco. So if we do the counting of what's round... yeah, so round 12 was just Hungary. So round 16 will be Russia. So in Russia, will, if we keep on like this, we should really make some big inroads on the guys behind. And guys behind, guys in front. And we should really start making a gap to the guys. We really just aren't doing well. And clearly Monaco was just an outlier in the championship. But either way, really good episode for us here. Just like really good. Yeah, I don't really care about upstating Kubica, just because Kubica just really isn't a challenge for Russia anymore. It never really has been, not going to lie. It was going to be a bad teammate, but that really was an issue for us. So, yeah, it's really nice to see.